Living on the edge and finding out it's kind of dumb. Realize I am somebody that I don't know at all. Oh God, would you tell me why I'm born down to the bone? I'm coming home, hanging on the hope. I'm losing grip of time and space. Mind is running.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. For a spot in the NFC Championship game, this one is underway. Returnable from the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Darts coming out throwing. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go, set. Viking 18.
Now here's Cam Scatterby on the ground. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
3. Going on 3rd. Here's Dart. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously, the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
No touch that. 180, 180. Hey, easy. Hey, 73, 73. No touch.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And an Eagle first down.
On 1st down, Hurts. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Get some space around midfield. 3 inside the 30. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juice. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Throwing on first down. It starts. And there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's good for a New York first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
On first and 10, here starts. Throwing the out route complete. And he's forced inbounds after picking up about 7.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
It's Scannaboo on second down. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
On first down, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 13 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, so they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get 16 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 light, track at 60.
Working inside the red zone. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Second down run gets him 5. Now they've got third down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 13.
Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Pioneer.
Here he goes, third and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Boswell able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Hey, Silver. Hey, 73. Tiger Hornet.
Hurts now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. That can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Trying on 4th down. Here's Hurts. He's looking deep once again. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
79 Broncos.
Darts out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
High up with the grab. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Andrew McCuba attacking to make that stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And Scatterboo on third. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
And he gets a few on the punch forward.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, sack. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
19, Lion. Track 60.
Scatterboo now from the gun. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Check that.
Trying to get it on the keeper. And he won't even come close to getting back to the line here. No shot at converting. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
4th down, you want the ball in the hands of your biggest and best playmaker. In a lot of offenses, that is the QB. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down in time.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Setting up the screen. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Third and 4 coming up now. Hurts yet again. This one's caught. Smith has it. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Trimmer.
It's Hurts once again. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
On the move, past the 40. Off to the races, middle of the field. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11.
14. Giants 3. Jake Elliott.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Tyrone Tracy now to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Return. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. On the handoff, here's Scattergood. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
From the gun, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Under the gun this time. Here's Dart. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The Giants using their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here goes Dart to the air. To the right side is caught by Robinson. And there's a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
It's now second and 6.
Dart gonna throw again. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked out by Quinion Mitchell. And the Eagles get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Here's Hurts. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be third and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. He'll air it out on third. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. The Eagles are in punt formation. This one well struck and angled toward the sideline. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Returnable from the 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Go Silver, ready?
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Chased out to his right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Silver.
And again, here's Hurts. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
That's taken at the 15. And a big hit on the return to stop his cold. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Dart now against the blitz. Defender right as the incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Running with Scatterboo. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. We've set it downs from the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Dart setting in the throw here. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Third and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at fourth and long. The Giants are set to punt. He has it at the 13. And finally, they're able to corral him, but not before he gets a hefty amount on that return. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Hurts now from the gun. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
It's banging that
It's going to go
one.
as a gain of 13 yards.
Green
Good for Eagles first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Hey, Ron. Hey, bro, you gotta get on the playlist, Ron. Niggas do the playlist.
First down throwing for Hurts.
I said, oh, yeah.
And he gets it in. Touchdown.
Hey, hey, Ron, you gotta play the playlist with the men, bro. No funny. Build the ass with the Eagles, though. You with me?
It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves.
Nigga, how just hit me about that too.
One right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 18.
Yeah, the man trying to play. Why you say Friday? Friday, goddamn, that's far as shit, bro. We can do that shit tonight, bro. For
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. That's what he told me.
First down. Okay. No luck connecting. It's incomplete.
As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
After the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Here we go. 19 Lions, Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Here starts. That's Robinson on the slant. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They get 22 out of that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
70 range. Tracking 60.
Darts back to throw. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there, which brings up second down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Let's go. 70 line. Mustang 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Go, Rick. Go. Get up.
Now Dart. Connecting on the slant. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And goes to the hurry up here.
Gain of 14 yards. And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, here's Dart. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And it's going to be second down.
It's now second and 10.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Here we go. Set.
From the gun, here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Kate, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Third down now, here's Dart. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. Has a man on target to Johnson. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 26 yards. That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 7-yard line.
Driving forward with Scatterbury. He's going to be driven backwards. Looks like he's at the 8.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
18 Cardinal, 60 back.
Throwing on third, here's Dart. Got a man and Neighbors has it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They go heavy on this first and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Scatterbury has the New York touchdown. The Giants shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants make it an 11-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Now the defense did have to work for them on that previous play, Brock. So there's 5 yards to go now on second following the flag. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Eagles with the lead, hoping to close out a playoff win. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Back to throw, Hurts. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Hey, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Giants have some new life in the fourth.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. There's Scattergood. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Offense in the hurry up here.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scattergood. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
In the red zone on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
19.
Now it's Scattergood. And second down only works out for a yard. Offensive line fast.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
Here he goes, third and long. This one's caught. Touchdown, New York. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's a return from the 7. A great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Looking to throw. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Oh, snap came in slow, but he got it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Scatterby here on the ground. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Going right back to Scatterby. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I didn't sell.
He'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
4 yards. That's another Giants 1st down.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he drives that punt backward on a gain of 4. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants trailing by 5.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here goes Dart to the air. Screen here for Scatterby. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there. Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's Scatterboard. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
It's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. On the carry, this is Scatterboard. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Going to the ground again on first. He's dropped a big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. The Giants using their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. He'll look to throw it. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. To throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still fourth down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on fourth down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 3.
LFG.
Quick throw, finds him out right. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, first and goal. Scatterboard. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game. Nope. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here he is to throw. And he brings it in. That makes this a field goal game now.
What we say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call, throwing it for 2. That risk pays off.
He fields it from the 8. Things going well so far. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Setting up to pass. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he's taken out of bounds as as he gets it down near the red zone. Big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Cade, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
On first down, Hurts. On the move, hit it right. He's running with it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. From the red zone now. And he's got it! He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left! Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here.
Their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. Official singling timeout. We've got whistles. Time left for one snap. And while we all know the odds are low, it's not impossible that they find a way to score.
31-yard line.
One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from New York.